What's up, YouTube? I'm back at it again. Today we're gonna go ahead and try to fix my sagging doors and the tailgate. So the problem I'm having, I don't know if you can make it out in the picture, but see how low that drops? So I got the new hinges for the back. Then I might also sweep it out. I actually waterproofed my basement over the weekend and had to get some straw. I still haven't got my truck done yet, so I had to get straw on this. Then, I don't know if this one does it. Yeah, sorta. I don't think that's picking up in the picture. But anyways, I got some bushings for the doors, then new hinges for the tailgate. So we're gonna go ahead and get all the doors taken off and try to get the bushings installed, then go ahead and zip these new hinges back on. Here's the hinges I got. Seem pretty well built and look pretty nice. And then here's the bushings. Comes a little tool to beat them in and out, I guess. So we're gonna go ahead and get the doors off and get right to it. Alright, so I got all the doors off. Now it's time to get these old bushings out and get the new ones put in. So I think what I'm going to do is use the tool it came with to drive them in and drive them out with it. So I'll just do the opposite, put it on bottom. Hopefully this works. Maybe. Okay, so here's the old one, and here's the new one. Well, I don't like that. So the old ones fit really tight. These new ones just drop right down in. Shouldn't be a huge deal until you take your doors off. Then you might have trouble with them coming out with your door. Huh. Well, I guess I'll keep moving. Maybe. Might be able to put some silicone on there maybe or something. This way it holds it still. Put it on the outside, not the inside of it, of course. These are like, I feel like I pay like 12 bucks or something off eBay for them. So you kind of get what you pay for. Alright guys, so the problem I'm having is I can't get this bottom one out. It's pretty well stuck. So I got a drill bit here, fits down this top one with no bushing in it. There's a little slope to it. So I'm gonna try run this down through this one. Maybe it'll, I guess, up through this one. See what it does. Alright, so that actually did the job. Looks like I grabbed right a hold of it and took it out. Bottom one. Oh, that one fit nice. Huh. I don't know. Let's go ahead and do these back ones. That don't look like there's anything in there at all. Well, now I got that all jacked up. Okay, so I like the drill bit method. Seems to be doing pretty good. I didn't see nothing on this one, no lip there. But it turns out there is. So I ran a drill bit down on it. I'm using a 1/2 inch drill bit, by the way. And once you get down so far, it just kind of catches and pulls it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the bottom one now. Now the bottom one, since the drill bit's so long, I can't get in there straight. And you want to try not to hit your hinge itself. So I'm gonna go from the bottom so I can actually hit it kind of straight. So I have to use the drill bit because my tool, it's aluminum. I must not have it started straight one time, so there's a pretty big burl inside of it. Went starting the hole. I'll just show you real quick. So there's no bushing in this one. Now I won't go in the hole. I mean, I could hit it with a grinder, but the drill bit worked pretty good. Just keep in mind, you could ruin your hinges that way. I mean, I probably did glide against the hinge itself because every bushing, the side of it's missing. I don't know if it's from me, the drill bit, or it was already like that. What I'm gonna do now is pull all these out, put a little bit of silicone on it, slide it down in, then I'll let it dry. Silicone I should be able to get back out pretty easily if I need to replace them again. So I'm actually going to use this. It's called Black Super Weather Strip and Gasket Adhesive. It's made by 3M. As you can see, this thing is pretty old and shot. I had to cut the tip of it off because it's all plugged up. So I'll probably use this one time and pitch it if it even works. I had silicone, but it was gray and I didn't want it to seep out the ball and look like crap, so This stuff's black. So what we're gonna do is hopefully squeeze some of this out. Maybe not. There it goes. I'm gonna put a decent bead around the bottom of it. Then when I slide it in, it should work its way up to the top. Wow, I don't know if this is any good. So now I'm gonna use a plastic mallet and just kind of help it in. I should have took care of the problem, I guess. This stuff's more like a putty. It's not even sticking to my fingers. So I'm just gonna wrap some around it and beat it down in. It should wedge it in there enough. My two concerns is them giving me trouble when I pull the doors off, and then if the doors are off, them possibly bouncing out. I doubt that ever happened, but okay. That kind of wraps up that. I'll probably put a little bit of lithium grease down here, very little, so I don't have it dripping out and stuff. This way it helps them come out and prevents rust and all that. Help it open and close easier. Alright, so this might be kind of tricky because I have this body armor on here. It kind of wraps around my hinge. Okay, I guess you can get to the bolts from the inside. Kind of sucks. I was hoping to keep it shut, take one off at a time. But it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get me a socket to fit those. And hopefully I can get them out of there without taking this body armor off. T50. Might have to get a shorter one maybe. Yeah. Actually, I wonder if I can shut it. That might work. So my plan is I'm gonna shut the tailgate. You guys are kind of crooked. I'm gonna shut the tailgate, take these off, then move the hinge out, and then I'll be able to get to them. All right, these are a 13 millimeter. Normally they have a plastic trim that goes over your hinge. Mine was missing it, which is another reason why I wanted to go and get new ones. The bolts are painted, so it fits pretty snug. So So it looks like, I don't know if they come from the factory this way, which they probably did because it feels pretty cheap made, but they didn't paint underneath the hinge. And now it's rusting. Oh man. So it looks like there's 3 bolts. And I gotta take his body armor off to get to it. What I might do is cut that out a little bit. The reason why I don't want to take it off is they're plastic. There's no screws, so I'm guessing they're just double-sided sticky taped on or something. And I don't want them left off right now because it's hiding rust, I guess. Yeah, it is double-sided sticky taped on. So what I'm gonna do is just cut that a little bit. I plan on getting metal ones. And then I want to take these off, fix all the rust, and put metal ones back on. Okay, so I got the top one off. It's not painted back here either, and it's starting to rust. So here's a little closer view of it. You can see on the bottom there. So I guess I'm gonna wipe this off a little bit and then put some tape around it and spray something back here so you can't stop rust. It's going to rust. But maybe slow it down, I don't know. Paint and primer, Rust-Oleum rattle can. It's satin Canyon black. Obviously my Jeep's gloss black, but just hopefully it gives the rust a nice little coat so it slows it down some. The only way to fix it is to cut this out. There's really no good way to fix rust. I'll give that a minute to sit and then I'll go ahead and throw the new hinge on it. So the instructions that came with these says that it takes the T40, and pretty sure that says T50. I don't know if you guys make it out or not. So not unless my socket shrunk. I think that's a lie. Oh, look at that, I got runs. Oh well. I plan on painting this Jeep this winter possibly. But then I don't know why they installed the Allen head upside down. I feel like it looked better on top rather than a shiny nut. It won't be that hard to swap it around, but I ain't too concerned about it right now. So I didn't let it dry very long. It's still obviously running, but it's not like I can hurt any. I guess the recommendation is keep them loose because my hole don't line up now. It's way up here. Keep them loose and then get a bolt started here and then tighten your end one up. And then you can take that bolt back out and tighten the other two up. Hopefully it's what's going to work. I thought since these bolts had a tapered head, it would kind of center it up. But I guess I was wrong. Okay, got the top one installed. I'd say it looks pretty good. All except the bolts, I don't like the looks of those. I might get some nice finished torque bits or something, you know. I don't know. I imagine I'll probably just leave them alone. What I like to do and what I do is different things. Alright, so now this one has that cover I was talking about on there. To be honest with you, I ain't sure how they come off. So this goes on there like that. There's a hook right here. Okay, and there's two little prongs, looks like to snap in there. So what I'm gonna do is grab something and pop this side out and it should slide off, I think. Okay, it worked out pretty good. So this does just snap in, they're plastic clips. And after you unsnap that, it basically fell off. But you should be able to slide it off if it don't. It's got a little hook up there too. Pretty simple. So here's this one. It went like this. They both had a bunch of play in them. I thought maybe they're aftermarket, but I saw a Mopar symbol on them. I feel like taping that all off. I just sprayed where the rust was. And I don't feel like letting it dry, so I'm just gonna throw it on. Okay, so this one I just kind of started this one bolt over here and lined it up with my eyes and tightened it up, and it actually worked out pretty good. So now, hopefully, it's all still lined up since I have the door shut. See how it does. Works just like it should. Pretty nice. So here's a little better view of everything. Minus the stuff sitting on the back bumper. I think they look pretty nice though. I think these are about 50 bucks or 60 bucks, something like that. They're really thick steel. I don't know if you guys make that out or not. So they should last a while, a lot thicker than the factory ones. Alright, got it all pretty well swept. It's not perfect. Sometime I need to get a better sweeper and shampoo the carpets again. But a lot better than what it was. One thing I want to do some point is, I hate how my carpet, the side of it always bows out like that on the passenger floorboard. So I might poke a hole in it and run a zip tie over to the other side or something up in the dash, keep it sucked in. But I don't like it. It will not stay. Alright, well I'm gonna go ahead and get some dielectrical grease, or sorry, lithium grease. I'm gonna put a little bit down on all these, not much, just a little squirt. Okay, so I forgot my front hinges when I was trying to beat the stuff out of it, the bushings. They actually kind of swiveled down a little bit. So I had to beat it back up, then the door actually dropped down in. I was getting worried there for a minute. But now my door is not dropped down at all. Shuts, I have to pick up on it. So overall pretty good. I did have to wiggle it a couple times, but like I said, that bottom hinge was not lined up, so I don't know if that's the reason. I guess we'll find out when I go take them off, huh? Pretty much wraps up this video. All my doors shut a lot better now. The passenger doors and the tailgate are all 100 times better. So if you guys like the video, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up. If you would like to see more, subscribe, turn on your notifications. If you got any questions, leave me a comment. And make sure you guys stay tuned, because next video I plan on installing body armor. So, see you guys next time.